about this. Are these supposed to be the 5 pieces then? But we know for a fact that isn't. Jesus Christ. There. Hi. Logan, shut up. I guess we should just assume these are the 5 pieces then, and then whatever picture she's talking about is not this picture. Oh, is she saying that, like, they took this picture and then eventually they... And this guy back here is probably Mr. Morden. Who's Aunt Gwendolyn? Okay, so... Almost guaranteed that this is... So they're the same age. So this is... So... These 3 right here... In whatever order. Well, actually, this one makes complete sense. So these two, this relationship we're not sure about. Over here, anything could be happening. We don't actually know. She could be the firstborn. We have no way to actually tell. So he does look a little bit more mature than the other ones, I guess. And he's standing in the center, so maybe that means he's the firstborn. I guess these are brothers, so brother. It's my brother, and just because he's younger. And it's by age. You have to remember that. That's an important one. Holy crap! Progress.
You're listening to WRTG. It's time for your headlines. Once an hour, every hour, on the 45. It's a bizarre development to an already tragic tale. In the wake of the accident that took his life, some of Carl Roottrees' belongings have apparently gone missing. Most notably, a framed photo of the Roottrees family from the mid-1970s that Carl had on his office wall. We interviewed a local psychologist about who would do such a thing and why. For that article, search online for WRTD News. Again, that's
WRTD News. That's for the station during their segments for they have been. Roottrees curse being real. Ernie Madsen Jr. stepped down. Was he poisoned? Now, this week, Carl's died in a plane crash. This cannot be a coincidence. This other intellect knows if you connect the dots in the pattern of the 5-piece wrappers, it creates a Mayan ruby skull. A secret message meant to sublimely scare people away. The editor from a few months ago claims that the owner of the site received an email from Chris Rafferty asking him to take down the site with fake proof that Ernie Madsen Jr. actually had a heart condition and was poisoned. Well, the proof was comparable. He knows the proof was fake because he's an expert on creating fake evidence. So that makes sense. Operation RT-29 is real. I witnessed the helicopter land on the February 29th. Those are footer all images and ideas by Thomas Overwood. Okay. Sure. The photo you were given may have been stolen from Carl's office. The newscast mentioned you could. Okay. No? So, Elias, not the second president, we know that much. Well, he would be like the fourth, if anything. No, because we tried that before too, right? Or was that... I should know this down, but whatever. Ooh. Okay. We know that these things have some sort of relation to the... But he... But wait, he made these way before he had kids though, didn't he? That doesn't make any sense, right? Oh, the 5 current flash don't say was back then, okay. Guess I'll note this down. So, strawberry, full chocolate, bad blue raspberry, awesome apple, and power plum. This is the rainbow tie. I think that's him wearing his dad's tie. Probably. Same tie, same tie. Oh, this is Eli. Is there an Elias I don't... Oh! This guy. That makes sense. He's standing next to his brother. That's probably his wife. Or not someone else. And my wife? I think it's a janitor or something. What profession do you think that guy has? You think his profession is baby? Like, I don't know about this one anymore now. If this guy was this young here... That's cool. Cool feature. Well, I guess that kind of makes sense. That could make sense for sure. I know some part of the family just has glasses. That's like... Should we look for Elias? Elias M. I think we found out that what her mom's name is. Cornwall. Linus. Not Williams. Well, Ben, I have a child on the way. We're sticking with Roottrees for the last name, not Williams, but not lean into the alliteration. Okay, so this is some wild combined with the alliteration. Williams is incredibly memorable. Okay, but where did you get Williams from? Because his name is Wild Bill Williams. Okay. So children had some sort of like alliteration in their name. I don't know where I got Margolite Rootree from. I don't actually remember, and I just have to look through my notes. Maple crisps. Wait, December 1995? Oh, that makes sense. Second cousin Carl. How does second cousins work again? People that share the same great grandparents, but not the same grandparents. Okay. So they share the same grandparents. But the same great grandparents, but the same grandparents. That makes sense. Real life Wonka. We don't actually know who Ernie Jr. is, but there are. He's on the line here, we know that much. Don't think he's over here. Plus Elias. As Ernest. So somewhere over here we would have an Ernest. Ernest Madsen. Okay, so this could make sense here somewhere. Ernest Madsen. Ernest Madsen. Sack Morden. I feel like if anyone is Sack, it would have to be... No. Morden Gwendolyn. That could make sense if this is Gwendolyn. Morden James marries Roottrees Gwendolyn, and they have a kid who becomes Ernest. Madsen Ernest. And then he names one of his kids Ernest Jr. And the other one is Gwendolyn, named after his mom as his tradition. That could be a theory, working theory over here. Are we in the VIP section or not? Batter up bar. The filling of unopened bars began to separate and develop an off-putting texture described as powdery chunks floating in oily goop. Ooh. Not a good look. The guy named Guy Hudson was the president of Roottrees. That's interesting. I don't know. Oh. So who the hell would Guy Hudson be? I mean, it's this left side that's like really giga eluding us, I feel like. Oh man. Ernest Madsen. That we were doing? Yeah. So of James and Gwendolyn Morden. And grandson of Elias Roottrees. Oh, but it's her birth name that counts, right? Yeah. So she's changed her name. So what? Oh, this is Madsen Morden. Next president, Guy Hudson. Are you winning? I would say we're still doing okay. We're at 15 people discovered. But I'm in like real struggle town already, so. Zach Morden. But if Zach... Is there a okay, what are the juniors we're dealing with? Okay, so we don't have that many juniors left that haven't been used. It's Elias and Ernest. So, this is probably right. And he would have been the second president. He's not part of the 5 pieces, but he should be on this picture. And it might be this guy. So, girl. So these are probably that and that then. How many Mordens do we have? Yes, that makes sense, right? So you would have a Morden here. We have a Morden here. Oh, Endaline. Yeah, sure. Or does this make sense? We have to, in general, assume that if there's a man it goes man name, right? So she could be the first. The firstborn could be a girl. And she could have red hair too. Because how this would look then is that we get more than. We have 3, so 2 there. No, that does not have either. Oh. Well, let's assume this is how it is for now, I guess. Oh boy. I think this guy was the 4th. And then, I'm not sure actually. Maybe a 3rd and then Guy was the 4th? Or wherever Guy comes into this. Media mogul. Baby. Profession, baby. This looks like that conspiracy theory meme from Always Sunny, the game. Yeah, kinda. What's up, Modus? Baggins. I forgot I can do that in but combat. That's a good one. Oh wait, this one didn't get locked in? Why didn't this one get locked in? And this one didn't get locked in, that's weird. Maybe their beards are different? Maybe that makes sense? I guess he does have darker hair here, so this is just him with darker hair. Jesus Christ. What a bunch of cute emotes. Bonnie, Guy Hudson. This is probably Guy Hudson. Look at that guy. Or this guy. In the 70s, she was pregnant. She had a kid. You can see she's pregnant. Why does that work so well? Well? RR is a Roottrie, of course. Is someone Roottrie? What the hell? Did you design these emotes so they would work with this stuff? I like the sunglasses on the head deal too, that's a good one. I would so decide it was to work. What the heck? What the hell? I want to grow up in a house with him and his roommate, Mr. Miller. Mr. Miller. So, I don't actually know who her mom is, but for some reason I thought it was Margot Light Roottrie, but I don't actually know where I got that name from. Gwen's father took her mother's name. I love those emote combos. I guess this PS5 is rare in these days. I guess they're saying that, like, the further down we go, that is not going to be that special anymore, maybe. Yo, what's up, Serp? Also by Lauren Roottrie, that about the Turbler mentioned she had inspiration from one of her brother's Clancy lectures. Okay, so we know her brother Clancy was a professor, so don't know anymore. We got her father already, that's fine. Is there on something to complain about? Gwen has a sunshine and one has a toilet being. Oh, that's where we got it from, I think. I'll just stay with her and Aunt Margot. Okay, so that's how we know this is Aunt Margot. Aunt Margot, mentioned by Lauren, is Gwen's mother. Hey, mother! Oh, she had blonde hair, so I mean... Okay, so we got this one right. We don't know what her profession is, though. We gotta figure out what Aunt Margot did. Roottrees, Margot. Well, maybe I searched for Margot. What you said, right? Aunt Margot. Margot Light, Roottrees. How the frick did I figure out what the hell her profession was? If no one knows about her, she's like a blip in history, basically. Eli, Miracle's youngest. Farm? Could it be working at a farm? Farmer. Maybe she'll say professional baby. Okay, I'll just mark it on as baby, sure. Maybe like an engineer or something. Mechanic? Eli learned... Eli would be part of... He's part of the next generation. Eli learned... Eli M learned from Sam how to make his bike faster. Let's see if we can find anything about Danielle. I don't know if she's going to be relevant. Anything about Danielle Franks. Maybe she's going to be ratting out her boyfriend or something. Okay, it's relevant. There's a lot of mention of like years, like, oh, we got married at 16 or whatever. It's a free spirit, what else? I also wonder what this connection is supposed to be here. That's why I feel like this is probably Roottrees to Sam. That probably makes the most sense, right? Yeah, what's up, Benzini? They probably didn't have any more children, but these guys probably did. That's probably the secret file too. I have no freaking clue, man. Maybe he slept around, who knows? Musicians, artists, and dancers. I don't even know about and my brothers. What's a path of knowledge this guy could have gone if he was not the president? Architect? Leave me alone, you dirty Swedish man. Maybe I will do that. What the hell? What is happening right now? Sam and her children, plural. So Sam can be anywhere here. Once again. Ernie Juna has been learning the day-to-day from Sack. It has been a long time since any real Roottrees was excited and interested. Gwyneth has a green thumb of her mother and her adopted grandfather. Adopted grandfather? Oh. I don't know what the hell that means. And their children seem eager to help the family. Ernie and the kids. So Samantha and Ernest Madsen, I guess? Kind of detective game as well, yes. It's another detective game. Gwyneth. Gwyneth Madsen. I wish I could just like move the star thing over here. You like to torture stuff? I like to solve puzzles. Well, I like to try to at least. Work you 3D together. We're not so it's for Nicole's sake. Bonnie, next president guy, Hudson, Ernie. Okay, we should Endaline. There's 2 Gwendolyn's. I think this is Gwendolyn the younger, maybe. I did find a place where I talked about the glasses. Picture. Caroline! Jim Roottrees. Clark. Carl. Eli M. So from this list we have found Carl. Wait until the update until we get to guess who else is where. Gwyneth M. Gwendolyn. Miracle Jr. Jim Roottrees. That's James, probably, right? James and Jim is the same dude. Which one is Jim, though? Is it Mustache Guy? I can kind of see that. No. Maybe the thing is that once you get like, especially once you get the top here and some of these second generation people, third generation, the first generation, new generation, what are they called again? The new gens, the next gens. I think it's gonna fall in place really quickly. Uncle Junior. That makes sense. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But maybe his kids don't count here for some reason. But yeah, because he would have had kids way later than these, so like, this picture is taken when this dude was still a wee little lad. That makes sense. We know these guys are like this generation for sure. The only question is, well, maybe you should. I mean, does this guy kind of has red hair, right? So do we think that this right here is I only do men hair because I did his name. Let's say this is more than Zachariah right here. Was the second president. And this right here would be Samantha. He was a farmer, I guess. Oh! 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 Holy crap. I did hair identification. Progress, yeah. Based on hair identification, by the way.
So, you may have heard the news. Some of Carl's things have gone missing. That includes the pictures and mail I brought you earlier. I promise I didn't steal it.
Wait, but I used the wrong... That's not Sam, then.
But I did borrow it. I'll return it once we're done. Let me deal with my family in the meantime. Oh, I guess that means I've officially confessed. I'm a Roottrees.
Oh!
I assure you I have a reasonable explanation for the secrecy. I'm about to do something big the family doesn't approve of. If you could just wait a little bit longer, I'll tell you more, in person. I'll return after 15 more blood relatives.
How does she know what I'm doing in my office? Okay, so that means that Gwendolyn and James are over here. I gotta like... I'm just gonna take a picture of this. That's easier than writing it down for now. Gwendolyn and James. Amos? Wait. And then this is Elias Jr. and his wife, Patricia. I'm assuming everyone here is straight. Oh, that's a big unlock. So, Morden. This makes sense. I think no, it doesn't. No, it does. Morden James. Yeah, okay, so all we can do, I'll do female here and I do Morden. Oh, are you mad at me? Why would I be mad? What do? You don't want to know. Trust me, it was really bad. Do you think this is Guy then? Do you think this is where Guy Hudson came into the... The guy's either here or here, but I feel... Ernest Madsen. Ernest and Guy have to have married in over here somewhere. Oh, but I'm in the wrong generation for that, probably. Because they have pictures. I feel like one of these have to be Ernest almost. Also, we know this guy was not an architect, I guess. Not architect. Oh, it's almost end stream time, damn. Feels bad. With architects, preachers, and lawyers. Architects, preachers, and lawyers. Oh, architect. Okay, so that makes sense. It's the first. It ended up going to. Clancy would have wanted it. Who the hell is Clancy? Oh. I'm not sure how that's relevant to running a company, but Granddad has always sort of a review when it comes to his bloodline. Firstborn son of the first. Okay, that makes sense. Ask Clancy if it ever came up that a woman could take over after all. He just laughed. And she's older than Zach. Who the hell is Angie? Oh. That, this chick has to be Angie then. Yeah, Angelica. Nice. She calls this guy fat, and he is fat. And recognize Sam at Uncle during his wedding, so passionate Sam was Pashman said it was complicated, okay. The old Anderson farm. E.C. and John. There's a Elias C, because we have Elias C right here. What if I got the Elias C wrong? What if that's the problem? Patsy was. Oh, she doesn't have the thick glasses Patsy did. Her children had that covered. Richard Jones, huh? That makes sense. Jones. Brian and Patricia. That would require this to be a Jones. Samantha's children have glasses. Family glasses. So she probably didn't marry a root tree. That would be weird, right? So Hudson. Ooh. No, because Guy Hudson is in the picture here, so he needs to have a picture. Allegedly is in the picture. Born in ex-president Guy Hudson, Ernie Jr. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 names. Did I got that right? 1, 2. Maybe the kid isn't written in. But there's signatures in cursive. You probably doesn't know how to sign cursive yet, right? Guy Hudson. Like here, this would be a good one for, no. And that has ascended from a path on the streamer to puzzle on streamer. That's me. I'm the puzzle man. What's up, Sale? I think it's weird that Guy needs a picture and there's 3 people with the Hudson name. That means that we need to have 3 people written in here with the Hudson name. But Guy would have been a guy from outside the family, so it has to be this guy. Or this guy. Right? But then it can't be here, but there's also not enough Hudson names for this thing. Finish work, so fantastic, nice. I'm about to finish work too. I'm just trying to go through the last minute notes. I think finding out the occupations is the hardest part here, probably. Like the occupations were what's really eluding me. Do you think she was just like a housewife or something? No trial then Neo 3 PC. Ooh, Neo 3. I mean, this is the age of the housewives, right? I'm him. I'm him. So that means this isn't right. There's something wrong about this picture. Or there's something wrong, like, it was not a musician, was he a dancer? Like, I'm confused. Progress carrying over, so what's progress? Wait, oh, progress when the demo carries over into the main game, nice. Clark Rafferty is not a dancer. It'd be Chris Rafferty. Clark, Rafferty, or Chris. Pick this up. It's not a. So I guess that means Guy Hudson's in here, so that means Guy Hudson maybe has to be over here. I don't know if it would have popped up since I don't have her. I don't know if it does that. All I know is that guy has to have a picture, and he has to be part of the... Allegedly. Well, it's his born name, so yeah, he has to be part of the... But he would also be have an occupation, right? So I don't know. Weird. Ernest Jr., Caroline. That's not here for sure. Endaline. I mean, this lines up perfect to be a Madsen, for sure. No, it doesn't. Well, it does, because on one side, they would change their names again. But Gwyneth, though. Oh, she hated... She hated that side of her family, so... I don't know if that makes sense. But it does actually line up perfectly. Miracle Jr. we can just ignore, we already got that guy sorted. Clark. Eli M. Oh, yeah, this guy. We got Eli M too. So, these guys kind of line up as being the Ernie family. The Ernest family. This would be like Nicole and then... like that. Oh, we know she wasn't a farmer either, I guess. More than Angelica, not a farmer. Keeping tab. It's so good this game has an actual in-game way to take notes. I mean, obviously it needed it, but... More... Angelica Morden. Not a farmer. Housewife? Housewife. And architect. And farmer. Oh, okay. Save and quit. Cool. Alright, gamers. We probably have a little while left to go in this game. I don't actually remember how long it's supposed to be, but, you know, we... Obviously, this is going to be a bit of work going forwards. But that's been it for me. I hope everyone had a fantastic video gaming time. Oh, Mr. Baggy Pants just started streaming. Good for him. Okay, that was a good start to the Roottrees Are Dead. Seems like a pretty cool game so far. I don't know how long it's going to take before I get endlessly frustrated at making no progress at all, but we managed to make steady progress today at least, so that's cool. I'll be back with more of it on Saturday, regular time, 12:00 North time, 12 p.m. GMT +1 schedule down there, local time zone, so that good stuff. If you're there, feel free to stream on Discord. I have a few more short games planned after this one. I don't think any more puzzle games, but there's a couple. There's like 3 more short games I want to play before we start spinning the wheel, and then when we're done spinning the wheel, we're going to jump into a couple of long games probably. So that should be fun. This game seems pretty interesting so far. Really like the aesthetic of it. I like the puzzle solving in it. Just gotta figure out like, man, this feels like a game where you need to like really get notes and just organize them really tightly. So I'll probably start doing that next time just to get it as good as I can. But yeah, I don't think anything else I need to say. Here's a raid. Heading over to Mr. Baggy Pants. There's a mistress. Pretty cool game so far. I wonder how long it's going to take before I get endlessly frustrated. Also, the secret name. I don't know how to even begin with that, but I think a good thing to do next stream is just to go through what we already have and then build out from there. Though maybe it's a bit too early to do that, right? Because we could always just try to progress instead. We gotta try to figure out what people's professions were. That's like the really big one, I think. Once we have some professions nailed, we can probably get pretty far away from there on. But I really like the puzzle solving in the game so far. It's been very intuitive, which is cool. I feel like games like this can be extremely obtuse. This feels less obtuse than the Rise of the Golden Idol was, so that's always a fun time. Yeah, that's all gonna be free. Love you all. Appreciate you all. Back in a couple days on Saturday. Have a good rest of your week. Have a good Friday. Keep fighting foes and bye bye.